All right, and welcome in everybody. We're going to hang out just for a minute to make sure we get everyone that wants to come into this session, and we'll go through our table setting and housekeeping slides, and then I'll hand it over to the presenters. So we're just going to hang out for a few seconds to make sure everyone gets a chance to come in and get in on the beginning of the presentation. All right, we'll go ahead and get started, and as more people come in, we'll continue the presentation, but just a couple table setting announcements for you. First of all, make sure that you use the Q&A button if you do have any questions throughout the presentation. Caitlin will be giving the presentation, and Eric from Mount Union will be answering your questions for you via the text and chat. So certainly take advantage of the Q&A button on your screen so you can type questions. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists can't see or hear you. So that keeps it nice and clean and focused on the presentation. And then do keep in mind that just this is one of many different sessions that's happening through StriveScan, and you can check out all the full schedule at oacac.org. And this presentation is being recorded, so if you ever want to go back and re-review the information or look for the contact information for your counselors, you can certainly re-watch this. In about a week, it will be available for you on the same website, oacac.org. And with that, I would like to now turn it over to our presenters, Caitlin and Eric.
Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Caitlin. I'm one of the Assistant Directors of Admission here at the University of Mount Union. I'm excited that you've chose to attend this session and look forward to helping you learn more about the University of Mount Union. To get things started, wanted to show a quick video that really highlights the university. While we're showing this video, if you have your phones or other electronic devices, I encourage you to go to menti.com and type in the code 851172. My hope for this presentation is that while you're learning a little bit about Mount Union, I can also learn a little bit about the audience and start to learn about what you're interested in going to school for and also what you're interested in studying.
Exceptional is the rule at the University of Mount Union. This private university, offering a well-rounded education grounded in the liberal arts tradition, delivers a classic college experience, plus so much more. Located in the heart of Alliance, Ohio, a continually developing mid-sized city, offering a growing list of businesses, retailers, and dining options, Mount Union has a lot to offer, both on and off campus. From our strong academics to our hands-on opportunities and a dynamic campus life, Mount Union offers an experience as unique as you. And that's why motivated students from all walks of life make Mount Union the first choice. Mount Union, be exceptional.
I hope that gave each of you an interesting look at what Mount Union is like. For those of you that haven't visited campus before, we would certainly love to show you around our beautiful campus. And as a reminder, please go to menti.com and use code 851172 and hit the heart at the bottom of the screen once you're entered into the system. I'm curious to hear a little bit more about what interests you about Mount Union or what you've heard in passing about the university. Feel free to type in your responses, and as those responses are entered, we'll start to see what those of you who are joining us today have heard about the university. Good programs. Yes, Mount Union is known for our strong academic programs. What else have we heard about the university? I'm surprised that we've not seen football pop up. Mount Union is very well known for our athletic programs, especially football across the state and also the country. Great sports, yes, there it is. So it sounds like a few of you have heard some really great things about Mount Union's academics and athletics. There's three things that really make the University of Mount Union stand out, and what I believe as an admission counselor makes Mount Union a great opportunity for all of the students that I work with. The first is our commitment to academic excellence. Here at Mount Union, we are committed to providing relevant academic programs for our students to choose from. We currently offer 56 undergraduate programs and a variety of master and doctoral programs that students can choose to study to continue their education. We are also committed to producing leaders for the 21st century. We want to provide our students with the communication and leadership tools that they need to not only get their first job, but to go on and get their second job and to get that promotion within their career. And lastly, we are committed to providing an affordable education to students of various backgrounds. Each year, we offer over $30.1 million in scholarships and grants to students. What majors or careers are you interested in? Are there any specific jobs that you've thought about? Are there certain careers that you've had the opportunity to study? Feel free to let me know what you're interested in, and as we learn more about that, I can tie in some of our hands-on learning experiences. Engineering or pre-med, computer engineering, marketing and business. Quite a variety there. Here at Mount Union, we do offer engineering, pre-med, computer engineering, and also marketing and business. All three of those interests do have a very strong hands-on learning component, and this really makes our programs unique here at Mount Union. Our students are in the classroom working with distinguished faculty members, but then they're also applying what they're learning in the classroom to real-world environments and situations. As I mentioned, we have 56 different programs here on campus. Some of our most popular majors include sport business, engineering, nursing, education, psychology, and all of the programs that our students can choose to study have some sort of that real-world engagement component tied into the major. So for example, our engineering students are actually traveling abroad during their upperclassmen years and building a sustainable energy system somewhere outside of the United States. Our nursing students are engaged in clinical experience starting their sophomore year, and our education students are actually placed in a local classroom their freshman year to start student teaching observations. It's really important that we connect our students with those experiences to help them feel comfortable in those real-world settings, but also start to build their network. Here on campus, we have about 2,200 students, so our average class size is roughly 18 to 19 students. That allows us to have a 13-to-1 student to faculty ratio. As a student, you get to have one-on-one time with your faculty members, both in and out of the classroom. But in that classroom setting, you also get to be an active participant. You'll find that your feedback and opinion is really valued in the classroom, and you get to serve as an active participant as you have classroom discussions and as you take on different internship and volunteer roles within your major as well. We have a very strong integrative core, which I'll talk a little bit more on the next slide about, but this integrative core is our general curriculum that all of our students will be engaged with over the next 4 years, and 87% of our faculty members hold their doctorate or other terminal degree. As a student, this means that you're learning from some of the most knowledgeable professors in your field, and a lot of those professors have that experience in the field as well. So you're able to learn not only from what they've learned in the classroom through their education, but from what they've experienced on a daily basis within their work in that program. As I mentioned, our integrative core is very unique here at Mount Union. It's currently ranked 13th in the nation for integrative studies programs. The University of Mount Union is a private liberal arts school. Liberal arts meaning that we don't want to teach you what to think. We want to teach you how to think. We want you to be a strong communicator, to become a strong leader, but we also want to challenge you to be a problem solver and to think critically. That way, when you leave Mount Union, it's a continual learning process. We want to make sure that when you get your first job and you have a challenge or a situation that you haven't faced before, that you have the skills that you need to solve those problems. Within our integrative core, we put a focus on not only communication and leadership, but also on that critical thinking component. Your foundation courses here at Mount Union include natural sciences, social sciences, math, fine arts, and foreign language. All of our students will complete a capstone project as well, and this is where we really challenge you to think critically. You'll complete this project with students from various other majors across campus, and this is an awesome experience because it'll challenge you to not only think critically, but work with a diverse population from students all across different majors here on campus. This experience will really prepare you for a project in the real world setting. When you leave Mount Union and you're in your career, you're going to be working sometimes on a daily basis with people from various backgrounds. And we want to make sure that you feel comfortable working with those various populations, but can also think globally and have different perspectives to be able to solve problems in an everyday setting. For those of you joining us today, how many of you think you want to live on campus when you go to college? Interesting. So we're pretty split when it comes to living on campus. I will say that living on campus here at Mount Union is a very cool and unique experience. We call living on campus your journey to independence. We believe that there's a lot of learning that takes place both in and out of the classroom. And living on campus gives you a great transition to that independent lifestyle. We have a 123-acre campus and a 162-acre nature center located off campus. This nature center is a very unique finding to a campus our size. Typically, for a smaller to medium-sized university like Mount Union, you won't find a nature center of that size around campus. So we're very fortunate to have that nature center. We have a variety of comfortable residence halls. For those of you that want to live on campus, you can live in a variety of different style of housing from first year through your final year. 70% of our students choose to live on campus all 4 years. You can have a car on campus, and laundry is provided in any dorm hall that you live in. We offer a variety of different study and gathering spaces across campus. A few years ago, we renovated our library, and we actually added these study rooms where students can sign out the study rooms and work in groups, connect to TVs. We also added these really cool study pods. Basically, you can kick back in them. They have dividers, so you get some quiet time while you're working or reading, but it's a nice way just to relax and have that quiet space on campus. We offer exceptional dining options here at the university. We have 3 different dining options. One of them is a buffet style large dining hall option. So you walk in and there are 11 to 12 different stations. We are vegan friendly, dairy free friendly, nut friendly. So really trying to adhere to the needs of our students. And then in addition to the large style dining hall, we also offer 2 campus cafes. These are grab and go styles, so smoothies, wraps, sandwiches, salads, things that you could maybe order and get in 5 to 10 minutes. Are there any sports or clubs that you want to be involved with in college? Leadership clubs, intramurals, cross country. Good luck to the student who's interested in cross country as you work or as you compete in your season right now as well. So it looks like we have a mix of student clubs, intramurals, DECA, an academic related club, and then varsity sports. And I will say that the sports and clubs that each of you have mentioned are all popular organizations and sports here on campus. And these various interests are really what makes up a Mount Union student. I am asked almost daily when I meet with students on campus, what is a typical Mount Union student like? What does a student do when they're at Mount Union? And it's hard for me to answer that because our students are involved in so many different clubs and activities that, you know, a typical student here at Mount Union isn't the typical student that you might find on another college campus. There's been stories of students that are involved with the engineering major that start on the football team, but are also in every choir or theater production here on campus. And I think that's amazing because that really shows that students come to Mount Union with interest in mind. They're able to continue their current interests, but also expand those interests and find new ways to get involved as well. We encourage all of our students to get involved from day one here on campus. Close to 85% of our students are involved with at least one different organization. These organizations range from diversity groups, service groups, band, theater, choir, Greek life. We even offer groups for studying abroad. That's a pretty large interest here on our campus. Not only do we offer an organization for students that want to study abroad, but also support services for students that want to study abroad. We want to make sure that if you choose to study in a different state, different country, that you feel supported while you're away from Mount Union. So we offer organizations to support you in those endeavors as well. In addition to those organizations, we also offer 24 different intercollegiate athletic teams. We are a Division III institution, but ranked #1 among other Division III schools. And while we are Division III, when it comes to game day, we really pack a D1 energy level. If you haven't been to a Mount Union sporting event, I definitely encourage you to try to make that a priority once we're able to have students back on campus for those sporting events. There is nothing like Mount Union game days, especially with our football team, basketball team, volleyball team. It's a really cool and exciting place to be. We offer club and intramural sports. One of our most unique intramural sports is inner tube water polo. So students will play water polo on inner tubes in our pool here on campus. That's really exciting to play and watch because our dean of students will play. And rumor has it he doesn't know how to swim. So take it or leave it, whatever you choose with that. But overall here on Mount Union's campus, we do have a general awareness for health and wellness. We're really committed to providing our students the most health and wellness opportunities to make sure that they're doing their best both in and out of that classroom. For those of you that are interested in learning more about Mount Union, and if you're a senior, I encourage you to take the next step with the university. Our online application is free through our website, our Express application, and also our Common application. In addition to the application, we will ask for your high school transcripts and then an essay. The essay can be about any topic of your choice. We do provide 3 topics through our application if you are struggling to write anything new. We are currently test optional though. Test optional at Mount Union means that you are not required to submit test scores for admission or academic scholarship purposes. If you choose to submit test scores, it will only benefit your application. Your application will not be harmed in any way for submitting those test scores. When we receive your application for admission, we will review it for academic scholarships. These scholarships range anywhere from $12,000 to $20,000 on average each year. For students with a 3.75 or higher GPA, I encourage you to apply sooner rather than later. Students with a 3.75 GPA are eligible for our Presidential Scholarship Program. This is a program where students can compete for one of 8 full tuition scholarship opportunities, and the deadline to participate in that program is November 1st. If you're eligible for that program, you will receive more information once you're admitted into the university. But then we have a few other automatic scholarship opportunities as well, such as our Manzilla Multicultural Scholarship. This scholarship is for students that identify with an American minority group or our first-generation college students. We have a few audition-based scholarships as well. These range from the visual and performing arts, such as band, theater, choir. We have scholarships for being an art major, music major, and then we also host auditions for our competitive cheer and dance teams, and also our e-sport team. I encourage you to look at outside scholarship opportunities as you continue your college search. Most schools, like Mount Union, will accept these outside scholarships. These outside scholarships are not dependent on just one university. They can be taken with you to multiple universities. So I encourage you to check out websites like fastweb.com, check with your school counselor, and even look in your local community for different scholarship opportunities. As I mentioned early on, Mount Union is really committed to providing an affordable education to all of our students, no matter their different backgrounds. Our total cost currently is right around $43,000, and this is 11% lower than our peer institutions. So with that starting cost, we're trying to be affordable, but we're very competitive with our overall financial aid packages. On average, we offer close to $27,000 to our students to attend Mount Union. So their actual cost at the end of the day ranges from anywhere from $15,000 to $18,000. And we're really committed to being an affordable school and offering a competitive financial aid package. So I'm curious to hear why each of you are interested in going to college. I know that you've mentioned some of your academic interests and some of your involvement interests, but when you think about going to school and you see yourself picking a college, what really draws you to that school, or why do you want to make that investment in your future with a university? A lot of the common reasons students tell me they're interested in going to college, bingo, to make more money. I just saw that one come through. Oftentimes they want to jumpstart their career. They've been told all throughout high school that the only way to get a job that they want is to get an education beyond high school. And you know, there's a variety of reasons to become successful in my future for sports and careers. Yes, a lot of students look at college as a way to continue their athletic career, and that's perfectly okay to say as you're meeting with college professionals and you talk about why you want to go to college. There's really, no wrong answer for wanting to go to college, but I encourage you, as you look at different colleges, to really think about your why and think about what motivates you to continue your education. Once you start to define that, you can start to see what your return on your investment is going to be at each university. Here at Mount Union, once you graduate, we don't want the learning to stop. But also, at the end of your 4 years here, we don't want you to just have 4 years of memories or a fancy piece of paper. We want to make sure that you have something tangible. So when you're walking across the stage on graduation day, you feel like you're getting that return on your investment. Here at Mount Union, our students' return on their investment has been seen with their careers and with their continued education. Over the last decade, 94% of our students have secured a degree-required job within just 2 months of graduation. The national average for students getting a job after college is about 75% of students, but the time it's taking them to get these jobs is closer to 6 months. So not only are the majority of our students getting jobs, they're getting them very quickly than the national average. And this really speaks to the type of education you're going to receive at Mount Union. We want to prepare you to beat the competition when it comes to applying for jobs. We want to make sure that at that interview, you stand out as a leader and that you feel prepared to take on that challenge of that first job or that second job. If you're not thinking about a career, maybe you're thinking about a master's degree, doctorate degree, or other terminal degree, over 89% of Mount Union students are accepted into their top choice of graduate program. So no matter what your end goal may be with that investment of your first degree, Mount Union is here to support you. and to really help you as you explore your interests and work towards achieving your goals. I encourage each of you to connect with Mount Union. We are open for campus visits. We offer visits Monday through Saturday. You're able to choose the visit day and time that works best with your schedule on our website. It is mountunion.edu. We have a wide variety of virtual events coming up throughout this semester. Keep an eye out for an academic open house. Mount Union will be hosting a college exploration week the first week of November. And then I encourage you to connect with us on social media. We have a Facebook account, Twitter account, LinkedIn, and Instagram account. My personal favorite is our Life of a Raider account through Instagram. Each week, one of our students, faculty, or staff member will actually take over the Instagram account and show you what their life is like because of Mount Union. It's a great way to see how our various community members' everyday life is different because of Mount Union. And I also encourage you on your phone or other mobile device to scan the QR code that you see on your screen. A short form will pop up that will allow you to let Mount Union know what you're interested in. I would love to connect you with your admission counselor and send you information about things that you're interested in studying, clubs that you're interested in joining, and helping you continue your college search here at Mount Union. I'll take a minute now to check the Q&A to see if there are any questions. And I encourage you, if you have any questions about applying to Mount Union, student life, any of our academic options, to put your questions in the Q&A box. We have some time remaining and would be more than happy to answer those for you. Is there a minimum ACT score for entry at Mount Union? While we are test optional, there is not a minimum ACT score for entry at Mount Union. Depending on your ACT score, though, that could dictate an admission decision. If you are fearful that your ACT score is a little bit lower than what a school might accept for admission, I encourage you to apply test optional. The average ACT score here at Mount Union is close to a 22. Students with an 18 overall ACT score and higher in each of the subscores and composite will receive general admission into Mount Union. Students that have a 15 to 18 ACT composite or subscores are generally admitted into Mount Union with academic support. Academic support is nothing negative, or it's nothing similar to academic probation. It's our way of helping a student as they transition in that academic life from high school to Mount Union. We want to make sure that we're offering our students as much support as possible so they are successful here at Mount Union. That was a great question. Any others? Give it one more minute here. I appreciate all of you taking the time to join Mount Union today. As I mentioned, as you continue your college search process and keep Mount Union in mind, please reach out to our Office of Admission at any time. Our email is admission@mountunion.edu, and our phone number is 330-823-2590. At this time, I will turn it back over to the OACAC facilitator, and thank you again for joining us.
All right, thank you, presenters from University of Mount Union. Thank you so much for joining us, students, as well. When you close this window, quick reminder, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. OACAC and StriveScan will certainly appreciate any feedback that you can provide. And also, just as a reminder, this is just one of many sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions at oacac.org. And if you want to go back and review the information that was presented here, this session will be available in about a week on oacac.org as well. Thank you, and we hope to see you soon.